Good morning, students. Hope you all are staying safe at home. Today we will be learning about a new chapter of political science, chapter 4, Media and Democracy. As the word media, it is derived from the Latin word medium, which means various means or channels through which information is communicated to the people in everyday life. Means of mass communication or communication with many people at the same time. Okay, when we communicate to many of the people, to thousands of people at the same time, it is known as mass media, which includes newspapers, television and radio. The term media, it generally refers to mass media. The content communicated and the people who are involved in its production are known as news agents, news agencies and reporters. So now let us learn about the role of the media as a provider of information. For a democracy to succeed, it is very essential to have a well-informed citizens. As media, they provide information about all the happenings, whatever is going around us, and by providing the news which is unbiased, which is impartial, authentic, which is correct, and which can be relied on. So the media, it informs and it educates the people. Ideally, the media should present the both sides of the story, that means both sides of the coin, and then they should leave on to the public to arrive at a particular decision. But in reality, the media, they often forces, okay, they are being forced also to present some things from just a point of view to show that the government is in the positive light, or we can say the positive side. The role of the media in forming public opinion. The media, it plays a crucial role in creating and shaping public opinion, public viewpoint. It is the collective opinion of the majority of a population, as it is largely shaped by what people read and what we hear in the media. Usually it is dependent on that only, that what we read and what we hear, we will make the opinion according to that. So newspapers, television and radio, they play a vital role in bringing all the aspects, all the issues related to political, social and economic issues to public attention, which enables people to develop an informed opinion on the problems and issues that the country and its people face. And therefore, an impartial, independent and fearless media is needed in order to develop a robust and active public opinion. That means the vested interests, or we can say a powerful opinion or a powerful belief of powerful business houses, politicians and religious groups should not be allowed. Okay, they should not be allowed to influence media. The media should provide a forum for discussions. People should debate on local issues, national and international issues also, on television and radio, through newspapers and journals. Here we can voice our opinion on government policies and actions through letters which are written to editors of newspapers. Public opinion, therefore, it acts as a watchdog of democracy which protects the rights and liberties of citizens. The role of media in a democracy. As the media has a critical role, we can say, to play in a democracy. Its main role is to empower the citizens and to promote the ideals of democracy by giving them correct and unbiased, or we can say impartial information to build their opinion. Media, it plays a key role in enabling communication between the government and the citizens, as whatever the government does, citizens does not come to know about it. It is only the media which tells the people that what is going on. So it carries the voice of the public also to the government, and media expresses, or we can say try to express our viewpoints. Also, they expose the corrupt activities of the government. On the basis of the information which is provided by the media, citizens, they are able to form their views on the performance of the government and on various policies. So people, they send letters to newspapers or speak to press to express their criticism or to support the government and its actions and everything. Here, this often forces the government to respond and to change the policies, because government, they come to know that people, they are not willing to support them, people, they are not agreed by their policies and decisions. So the government often uses the media to justify their actions and highlight the achievements in order to win the support of the people. Now let us learn about media ethics. Since the media creates and shapes public opinion in a democracy, it has very responsibility, it has a major responsibility to play in. It should serve the best interests of the public, as there should be ethical practices in media, which is very important for the smooth functioning of democracy. Media ethics implies the following. The first is, media should be acting freely and independently. They should not be controlled, they should not be guided, they should not be dictated by any political, economic or social religious group. An independent media is expected to report in a balanced and unbiased manner, which is very impartial, and which tells the incident and events in an impartial way, so as public can understand both the sides. And an independent media, they keeps the judiciary under check by truthfully reporting its activity. While reporting news, the media has to be accurate and fair and should not suppress all the facts. Media should not malign any individual or community, as they can disrupt unity and peace, harmony in a country. Here, media should also ensure that the sensitive information which could start or incite violence in the country should be presented very carefully, as there is a lot of diversity in our country with a number of population. So in a democracy, the media is accountable to the government and to its citizens. To regulate the media, the Indian government has laid down certain laws and moral codes of conduct, chief among them which is Newspaper and Broadcasting Code of 1962. Here in 1965, the Press Council Act was passed. The Press Council of India, PCI, it was set up in 1966 to regulate the press in India. Its aim included the following: to help newspapers to maintain their independence, to prepare a code of conduct for newspapers and journalists, to ensure newspapers and journalists to make people aware of their rights and their responsibilities, to keep an eye on any assistance received by any newspaper or news agency in India from foreign sources, as this could indicate a threat to the security and sovereignty of India, to watch out for activities which could result in monopoly or concentration of ownership of newspapers, and if necessary to suggest remedies also. By ensuring the freedom of the press, PCI plays an important role in upholding democracy in India, as PCI also has the right to question any of the news which violates the standards of journalistic ethics or public taste. So here PCI can also hold an inquiry against a journalist for committing any of the professional misconduct. Now let us learn about Right to Information RTI Act. To ensure more smooth functioning of a democracy, citizens should have access to information, and this enables them to develop an informed opinion about how the government functions. In order to recognize this need, RTI Act was passed in October 2005, where this act was an improvement upon the Freedom of Information Act 2002. Here RTI is applicable in the whole country except Jammu and Kashmir. RTI aims to promote transparency and accountability in the working of the government, where people could seek any of the information from government or any public body about anything which is concerning to them, and this information has to be provided to the people or to the concerned particular individual within 30 days. If the information demanded it concerns someone's life and security, it has to be provided within 48 hours, and the act also requires government bodies to digitalize their records so that citizens can access them whenever and wherever they require. A receipt of the fee is of rupees 10 is to be paid for an RTI application. So students, I hope that you have understood about the lesson. Read the same from your textbooks, and if you have any doubt, feel free to ask. Till then, keep learning and have a good day ahead.